Good morning everybody, how's my YouTube family? I am going to crochet another beanie today, and this size is for 1 to 3 year old toddlers, and I'm going to use a Lion brand yarn, Pound of Love, and it is a number 4 medium. You can use any color that you wish. And okay, and for the hook, for the hook, I am going to use a size I 5.5mm crochet hook. And okay guys, if you are ready, let's begin. We are going to begin with a magic ring. Wrap around yarn on your finger twice, 1, 2, and then remove the ring. And into the ring, we are going to make 8 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. This is counted as first double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I have 8 now, including the beginning chain 3. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, we're going to close the ring. We have 2 strands here. One is in the inside. This is the inside and this is the outside. So the inside, we are going to pull that halfway from left to the right, like that. And we are going to pull this tail. Pull it nice and tight. Okay. And we are going to join it with slip stitch on top of the beginning chain 3. This is the beginning chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to join it there, slip stitch there. Okay. And now for the round 2, we are going to make a chain of 3. And we are going to make 1 double crochet into the same stitch as joining. So we have 2 double crochet into the same stitch in the beginning, and we are going to work 2 double crochet into each stitches around with a total of 16 double crochet. Okay, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I have 16 double crochet around. Now join it with slip stitch on top of the beginning chain 3 again. Okay. Now for the round 3, make a chain of 3, and into the next stitch make 2 double crochet. And continue working 2 double crochet into each stitches around except the very last stitch. Okay, we are going to work 2 double crochet around. Go ahead, finish your 2 double crochet around, and I will meet you for the very last stitch here. Okay, for the very last double crochet here, we are going to make 1 double crochet, and you should have the total of 30 double crochet around. Now join it with slip stitch on top of the beginning chain 3, and for the round 4, make a chain of 3, and then make 1 double crochet into the same stitch. And we are going to work 2 double crochet into each stitches around. Okay, Go ahead and finish your 2 double crochet into each stitches around, and when you finish, you should have the total of 60 double crochet. Go ahead guys, finish your round and I will meet you for the joining. Alright, I finished my round and I have the total of 60 double crochet around. Now for the round 5, we're going to join it with slip stitch on top of the beginning chain 3. And for the round 5, we are going to make a chain 2. This chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch, okay? So what we are going to do is make one front post double crochet around this beginning stitch here where we did the joining. One front post double crochet and one front post double crochet around the next double, and then make one back post double crochet around each of the next 2 double here. Okay, make one back post double crochet around each of those 2, and then make one front post double crochet around each of these 2. Okay, this is how it looks like. And then we are going to skip these 2 double crochet here, and around these 2 double crochet we are going to make one front post treble into each. Skip the 2 double, front post treble around the next double, and front post treble around the next double. Then we are going back, working in front of the 2 treble. We are going back into the skip double crochet here and make one front post treble around each of these 2. One, there's one more. 2. Now we just made the first cable, a second cable. Oh yeah, it's a first cable, and we are going to make one front post double crochet around of the next 2 double, and back post double crochet around each of the next 2 double, front post double crochet around each of the next 2 double, and we are going to make the cable again. We are going to skip the next 2 double, and around the next 2 double we are going to make one front post treble into each. Okay, skip the next 2, front post treble around the next, and front post treble around the next. Now we are going to work over the trebles. We are going to go back into this skip double crochet here, and we are going to make one treble crochet front post around each. One more. Okay, now we have the second cable. This is the first cable and second cable. Now guys, I want you to go ahead and repeat this pattern around. Okay, let me show you one more time. We are going to make one front post double crochet around the next 2 double, front post double crochet into the next, and then back post double crochet around the next 2, front post double crochet around the next two, and we're going to do the cable, skip the next two double crochet and make one front post treble around the next two double, and then going back into the skip doubles, we're going to make one front post treble around each of these two. One more. Okay, now I want you guys to go ahead and repeat this pattern around. Make one front post double crochet around each of the next two double, back post double crochet around each of the next two double, and front post double crochet around each of the next two double. Now we are going to skip the next two double, and around the next two double we are going to make one front post treble crochet, and then going back into the skip two double crochet, we are going to make one front post treble crochet, and you are going to continue again, make one front post double crochet around the next two, back post double crochet around each of the next two, and then front post double crochet around each of the next two, and then cable. The cable should look like this. Okay guys, and back front post and back post double crochet should look like that. So go ahead guys and finish your round, and I will meet you for the joining. I finished my round guys, and my last stitch is the cable stitch. Now we are going to join it with slip stitch on top of the first front post double. We are going to skip the beginning chain 2 here. Remember, in the beginning of the round we made a chain 2. We are going to skip that, and we are going to slip stitch on top of the first front post double. Okay, now we have 6 group of, hold on, is it dark? Is that okay? I think it's better. Okay, we have 6 group of the cable stitch, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and we have the 6 group also of the front post and back post double crochet. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So now for the round 6 we are going to make a chain 2. This chain 2 doesn't count, and into the around the first front post double crochet here where we join the last stitch, we are going to make one front post double crochet, and then one front post double crochet around the next, and make one back post double crochet around each of the next two back posts. One front post double crochet around each of the next two front posts. Now we are going to do the cable again. We are going to skip the next two front post treble, which is these two, and around the next two front post treble we are going to make one front post treble around each. So skip the next two stitches here, and front post treble around the next, front post treble around the next, and going back into the skip stitches, make one front post treble around each of these two. Okay, now the cable is forming, and make one front post double crochet around each of the next two, back post double crochet around each of the next 2 back posts, front post double crochet around each of the next 2 front posts, and we're going to do the cable again. Skip the next 2 stitches here, and around these 2 front post treble, make a front post treble into each. 1, 2, and going back into the skip stitches, make 1 front post treble around each. Alright, now front post double crochet around each of the next 2, back post double crochet around each of the next 2, front post double crochet around each of the next 2, then cable again. We're going to skip the next 2 and front post treble around each of the next 2 front post treble. Then back to the skip stitches, make 1 front post treble around each of the 2. Okay, now go ahead and repeat this pattern around. Make 1 front post double crochet around each of the next 2, back post double crochet around each of the next 2, front post double crochet around each of the next 2, then skip the next 2 stitches, and around each of the next 2 front post treble, make 1 front post treble, and then back into the skip stitches, make 1 front post treble around each of the next of these 2. Okay, so go ahead guys and finish this pattern. Repeat this pattern around, finish your round, and I will meet you for the joining. Alright guys, I finished my round, and my last stitch is cable stitch, and I have the total of 60 stitches around. And now to do the joining, skip the first chain 2 and then slip stitch on top of the first front post double crochet. Okay, now for the remaining rounds, for round 7 until round 13, I want you to repeat this round 6 and always begin each round with chain 2 and always join it into the top of the beginning front post double. Always skip this chain 2 because this chain 2 is not counted. Okay, so I repeat, go ahead and do the round 7 until round 13, repeating this round 6, and always make a chain 2 in each beginning of the round. And when you do the joining, always skip the beginning chain 2 and slip stitch on top of the first front post double crochet. Okay guys, so go ahead, finish your remaining rounds, and I will meet you for the beginning of the brim. Okay guys, I finished my remaining rounds, and I have the measurement of 6.5 from the top all the way down, and I join it with slip stitch into the beginning front post double. Now we are going to do the round 1 of the brim. We're going to make a chain 1, and then into the same stitch we're going to make 1 single crochet and work 1 single crochet into each stitches around. Go ahead guys and finish your 1 single crochet around, and I will meet you for the joining. I finished my round, guys, and I have the total of 60 single crochet around. Now let's join it with slip stitch into the beginning single. And for the round 2 of the brim, we're going to make a chain 2 and make 1/2 double crochet into the next, 1/2 double crochet into the next, and then go ahead and continue working 1/2 double crochet into each stitches around. And when you finish, you should have the total of 60 half double crochet. So go ahead, guys, and finish your half double crochet around, and I will meet you for the joining. Okay, I finished my round, and now let's join it with slip stitch on top of the beginning chain 2. Now for the third round, we're going to make a chain 2, and around the next half double crochet, make a front post half double crochet. Around the next half double crochet, make a back post half double crochet, and then front post half double crochet around the next, back post half double crochet around the next, front post half double crochet around the next. And I want you to go ahead and continue your round, making the alternate front post half double crochet and back post half double crochet. Alright, guys, it should look like this. Go ahead, guys, and repeat this around. Back post half double crochet, front post half double crochet, back post, front post, back post, front post, and each stitches around. And when you finish, I will meet you for the joining. I finished my round, guys, and my last stitch is front post half double crochet, and I join it with slip stitch on top of the beginning chain 2. And for the next round, I want you to repeat this last round that we just finished, and always begin your work with chain 2 and front post half double crochet into the next, and then back post half double crochet around the next, front post half around the next, back post half around the next, and front post half around the next. Repeat this pattern, back post and front post alternately, until you finish the round, and I will meet you for the joining. Alright, I finished my round, guys, and my last stitch is front post half double crochet. I join it with slip stitch on top of the beginning chain 2. I lock my work here and cut my yarn, and don't forget to leave a long tail for you to have enough to wave later. And this is how the beanie looks like. Okay, it has the measurement of 7 inches from the top down to the brim, and for the brim it has the measurement of 16 to 18 inches in circumference. Okay, I am going to add a tag. So this tag, I got it from Amazon. It says handmade with love, and the heart sign there. You can add it this way, or you can fold it and then add this way. Alright, guys. Okay, it's up to you if you wanna add a tag, or you can just leave it like that. But this tag, I got it from Amazon. This is not the original leather. This is just the fox leather. So okay, guys, thank you for crocheting along with me today. I hope you have fun, and I hope you like the stitches. If you have a question, just comment down below, and I will try to respond as soon as I can. Thank you so much, guys, and don't forget to share and like my videos. And thank you from the bottom of my heart, and see you again for my next video.